Hey guys, it's Sim Queen, and today I am doing another speed build for Newcrest. I feel like I have started every video in like the past 2 or 3 months by saying that I'm building a house for Newcrest. So I'm pretty excited to move on from Newcrest, in case you can't tell. As much as I like building suburban homes, I am a little bit over it at this point. I did enjoy this house a lot though. I really had fun with it, but I guess just planning more suburban homes, it's not really making me feel that inspired. I think that I'm kind of done with it. I don't know if I could do any more builds. After this, I'm not sure I have it in me to do any more suburban builds. And there are still, I believe, 3 lots left in Newcrest. So I'm thinking what I may do, I originally said I was not going to do any community lots for Newcrest, but I'm just bored with building these houses. So I think that I might actually do some community lots. I'm not sure yet what kind of lots I would do. I'm trying to think of, because what I'm trying to do is cover all my bases when it comes to community lots, which I have already talked about, but I want to be able to have at least one of each community lot type in all the worlds. So I mean, obviously most of the lots we have aren't base games, so like we have spas and restaurants and things that I can't even think of right now, but there are quite a few lot types, and I do want to make sure that I can get at least one of each. And if I can't get one of each, I will sort of get rid of some things that aren't that necessary. Like there are a lot of like generic lot types. I probably won't have any generic lot types. Everything will have a purpose. But I'm thinking I will probably start incorporating some community lots. This might be the last build, last house for Newcrest, and then the rest will be maybe community. I don't know. I have to sit down and really think about what I want to do for the rest of this world, because I think that I am just burnt out when it comes to building these homes, and I thought that Newcrest would be like one of my favorite ones to build, and it was, but at this point now I can't go on. So I think I will probably have to sit down and plan some community lots for Newcrest. Like I said, there are 3 lots left. One of them is a really big lot. I was thinking of doing a park there, but I've already done a park for Willow Creek, so maybe a swimming pool, because I do want to have one of those as well. I actually bring my Sims to swimming pools quite often. I don't know, I think they're kind of a fun outing, so I might do that. I don't know. If you guys have suggestions for Newcrest and what kind of community lots you think would suit Newcrest, let me know, because I'm pretty much open to anything at this point. I never even thought that I would be open to doing community lots for Newcrest, but here we are. So anything is possible. I will probably look into your guys' suggestions, and I think I'm going to start building one of the community lots possibly tonight. This build actually was really fast for me. It didn't take that long. I think I had it done in just a couple of hours, and it was fun. I just kind of sat down and got it all done within like the same, all in the same day. I mean, I took a few breaks here and there, but it was actually just fun to just sit and like relax and build. I find building so relaxing, and it's just, I miss it. I feel like I haven't been doing a ton of building lately, and whenever I do, it's very like sporadic. Like I only get like 20-minute increments here and there, but this one, I just sat down and got it all done, and I like the way it turned out. It's, the idea is that at first, I was going to have this be a Newcrest show home. That was my first idea. Because I like the idea of building a house that doesn't have a lot of personal touches and a lot of character in it, just almost not empty, but almost like, I don't know, just not cluttered at all, not filled up with personal stuff, just the basics. So I was thinking of doing that and calling it a Newcrest show home. Like it hasn't been sold yet, but then I had a really fun idea while I was building this, and I eventually kind of basically ventured off from that idea, and now this home has townies, and I'm actually really excited about it. So I guess it was pretty much after I finished the kitchen that I decided, like, no, I want Sims to live here. I want to have a backstory. I want to create the Sims that are going to live here. And so what I have decided is that this home is, it consists of a mom and a dad, and they are older, like I would say almost elders probably. And they are like no nonsense, all about their careers and all about education and academics and like they don't have fun. They don't have fun. They don't believe in fun. And they had 2 kids. They have 2 teenage kids, a girl and a boy, and they put a lot of pressure on their kids to do well in school, and they're expected to go to university and get scholarships for university, and just, yeah, I mean, I don't know if they would be like the best parents. Probably not. I would say no. Their main focus in life is just making sure that their kids go to school. They don't care about like life experiences or how much fun they can have or how many friends they have. It's all about going to school, getting a good job, and that's pretty much it. So I think the mom is a professor at the university, definitely top of her career, and she got there quickly probably, like graduated university, of course, and then the dad I thought could be possibly like a lawyer. I think that's what I was going for. And of course top in his career as well. And yeah, so maybe they met in university or something like that, and always have put their careers above anything else, even each other and their kids. So I don't know, it probably works because they have the same priorities in life, they have the same goals, and they just kind of agree on everything. I think they're gonna be fun to make. I think she would be very like sour and uptight. They're obviously, this house is actually worth quite a bit, but that's because I filled it with trophies. So I think in the end, this house ends up being worth 179,000 simoleons, which is a lot because this is not exactly well, it's not a huge house, but it's not a small house either. It does have 4 bedrooms altogether. It's got 4 bedrooms upstairs, 2 bathrooms upstairs, half bath downstairs, and then there's like a little office kind of area. So I don't know, this house was a little bit weird. I went with a darker color scheme. I've been doing a lot of light color schemes, and in the last build I said I was going to try and do some darker colors. It's not my go-to, but I do enjoy it. In the bathroom here, I did something weird where I put a shelf under the window and put like a flower or something, like a plant on top of the shelf. It's a bit weird, but I don't know. It was about this point that I decided, like, no, I want this house to have some character. I don't want it to be boring. So that's when I basically had the idea to just fill it up with a few more items. Nothing crazy, like a few personal items. I don't know about that shelf there. I just felt like it needed something, so that's what I did. Now I'm replacing all the lights because I wanted them to have, I don't know, I wanted the house to be a little bit more upscale. The dining room kind of got away from me. I was going with this blue wallpaper that came with paranormal stuff, and I mean, it looks good. I don't mind it, but it might not be exactly the theme I was going for. It does look a little bit old school, but I was trying to go for something like elegant and new looking, and I'm not quite sure if I did that. Also, the light fixture, I just wanted, again, something elegant and fancy. This house is probably, I would say, very new, and they're constantly like upgrading their furniture and stuff, so I wanted to make sure that they had like nice, expensive items. I did put up that picture in the dining room, but I switched it out because it just looked too old and I wanted the house to look a bit more new. So that's why I switched that out. The living room, I did put a fireplace in there as well. Lately I've been doing this thing where I put in a fireplace, but I don't build the chimney like I always have. I just add a chimney to the roof somewhere random. So not totally realistic, but I've been preferring it lately. It's just been easier to place a fireplace kind of wherever works for me and not have to worry about the outside of the home and how realistic it is. I didn't feel like worrying about that. So again, dark color scheme for the living room. Like I said, I feel like they probably don't spend a lot of time together as a family. They all are usually in their own rooms or in their office. I have an office upstairs, and I feel like the parents would spend a lot of time in there, probably taking turns. I'm not sure. I feel like they are big into reading as well. Like that's what you should spend your time doing. So I did make like a bit of an office area, just off to the side here in that little room with the octagonal bump out. I did actually forget to furnish that in the build. I don't know why. In the speed build, I completely forgot to furnish that and the front foyer. I think I was so excited to go on to the backyard and the upstairs that I actually forgot to furnish 2 rooms in the main floor, 2 very small rooms, not even really a room, more of an area. So I did forget about that, but I did include it in the screenshots. I don't know why I completely forgot. I think I was just moving on and excited to do that. So they're not that interesting anyway. So you'll see what I did in the screenshots, but you won't actually see me build it. Here I do put in like a little couch in that area, and that's pretty much it. And a door, because I thought it should be a little bit more private than open, so that's what I did there. And I think that's pretty much it. Lately, my builds have been having issues with my Sims going up the stairs. It happened in my Decades Challenge, not in a home that I built. It was built by Simlessy, I think. And my Sim could not get up the stairs. I had to put a ladder in. And then I downloaded I uploaded the last build I did, the Ava Rice Acres, on the gallery, and I got a whole bunch of downloads, like 1,200 downloads. But then people were commenting saying that their Sims couldn't get up the stairs. So I never playtest my builds because I never really do anything too crazy that I feel like a Sim wouldn't be able to get around. But then I put a Sim in that house and realized that yes, you cannot get up the stairs, and I don't know why. It looks perfectly fine. So I'm not sure what's happening with that, but I'm hoping that your Sims can get up the stairs in this house. I have not tested it because I didn't realize until after I built this house that built and uploaded it to the gallery that people were having issues with the stairs. So I would check that out. I'm going to check it out too, but I don't know how to fix these issues. So I have not re-uploaded them to the gallery yet because I don't know what to do about it. It seems like a new sort of glitch that's been happening. So yeah, just be aware of that. For this backyard area, I did put in a little pool. I was going to have it fenced off, but then I thought like, no, I'm not going to do that because like the kids that live here are older. There's just no need for it. I'm surprised that I even decided to do a pool and hot tub area because like I said, the parents are very like no nonsense. I also put in a basketball hoop, but that's only because their son, they want their son to go to university on a sports kind of scholarship. So the only reason they allow any kind of activity other than like studying and going to school is for their scholarships. So the daughter has a violin in her room, and I feel like, I don't know if this is totally realistic to the game. I know you can get in to university on a scholarship. I don't exactly know what they all are, but I thought maybe the daughter was trying to get in with a music scholarship, so she has a violin, and then the son was trying to get in with like a basketball scholarship, so he's got the basketball hoop. But that's like the only reason they're allowed to do those activities is for schooling only. And so I kind of thought it'd be fun if each of the kids was literally drowning in homework, and the parents put a lot of pressure on them, way too much pressure, I think, for teenagers. So their rooms are just piled up with books everywhere and like studying material, and I think their lives would be really, really depressing. Just so much pressure from their parents. But then I thought maybe the daughter was into photography secretly. She can never tell her parents that because it's sort of like an art, so they would never approve of it. But I did hide some cameras around her room, and I put like some fashion magazines on her nightstand, and then I stacked some books on top of the fashion magazines. So I thought maybe she wants to be like a fashion photographer, but she can't tell her parents about that. They want her to be a doctor, so I put in a skeleton in her room for like studying purposes. And there's like a whiteboard with all her like class schedules, and the kids are like big time overachievers, and so are the parents, not because they want to, but because they have to. So I put in shelves in each of their rooms and just loaded it with trophies, gold only. There's no room for bronze or silver on those shelves. So there's the fashion magazines, and then the cameras I hid everywhere. Like I put one behind the mirror, one in her backpack. Just random little like Easter eggs, I guess. But soon you'll see me put up that shelf with all the awards. It's so obnoxious, but I feel like these kids are just like so much pressure on them to do well, and they have all these awards that they probably don't even really care about. They want to do their own thing, but their parents don't want them to. So I think their parents don't even really know that they want to pursue other things. They don't tell them about it. They each have an alarm clock beside their bed as well, because they probably have to get up really early in the morning. So yeah, he's got his awards on his shelf too. I thought maybe the teenage boy is really into basketball and really good at basketball, and that's what he wants to do for a career, but he's just, I mean, his parents obviously don't approve. So yeah, they each have their own thing that they kind of want to pursue. This family would be so fun to play with. Just the backstory, I think, is really fun, and I never usually go into this much detail but I was just having so much fun with it. I ran with it. So they've got all the trophies, and then in the office I made like a computer room for the parents, and I put up all their awards and accomplishments, which is like so obnoxious. It really is. But yeah, I thought maybe the dad could have won some kind of like lawyer award, so I put that on a table. Again, just stacking it up with these awards. It's ridiculous, but that's just how this family is. I even put like a display case in this room as well. There was nothing I could put in there. I tried placing items in the display case and it didn't work, so maybe you have to do it in game. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, just place all those fancy expensive things. There's like a globe that I put in there. It's just way over the top. All their like degrees and stuff. I actually put 2 degrees on the wall in the living room as well, so you can see them there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just kind of a sad household that the kids are so pressured. But it would still be a fun household to play with and kind of take the kids on like their own story and see what they do with life, or in life. But it's gonna be hard for me to not want to play this house once I create them. But that's pretty much it for this speed build. You can download this house on the gallery. My origin ID is SimQueen1992. If you guys enjoyed this speed build, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.